Last time I saw you guys, we were at the iHeart building and you were performing. We have a thing called the AT&T Performance Room, and there was a bunch of people. And you guys, this was 2018.
Wow.
100 years ago.
At least, yeah.
Adam had way less hair. What you got going on? Oh my God.
Yeah, no, the profile is insane.
Yeah, it's almost like a mugshot, isn't it?
I want to see you turn profile and you just have a mullet behind your head too.
No, I got nothing. Where are you guys right now? You're obviously not together. Where are you guys?
I am in my apartment in Chelsea that I share with Ryan. Ryan is currently with his girlfriend in Brooklyn, and Adam is in an undisclosed location.
Ooh. I'll never tell.
Look, see? That's why he's so drab behind him. It's just, he doesn't want anyone to know.
Just that one lamp.
Yeah. Ryan said he was going to get me some art for the holidays, but it never came through. So
it hasn't been the holidays yet.
It's literally not yet.
It's funny, Ryan, you look like, I mean, your background, man, it looks like one of those HGTV shows. You've got like the back all decked out, the plant. It's nice.
Yeah. I mean,
before we go further, Josh, you're there we go.
Oh, I just caught it. Sorry.
That's okay. We heard that was really embarrassing. Wow.
What happened?
I heard Josh's entire conversation.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
There's a cat running around the apartment.
See, that's why it was so embarrassing.
So your background, though, Ryan, it kind of does. It looks like one of those HGTV shows. Is that you? Are you home decor guy?
I actually am. This is my girlfriend's apartment, but it's all.
That's what Brooklyn looks like. That's kind of what every apartment in Brooklyn looks like.
Yeah, a lot of brick walls.
Yeah.
So it's real brick. It's not like wallpaper.
Give us a knock.
Listen to this, Myfm.
Oh.
Whoa.
Play that on your radio.
Whoa.
That was legit. So are you guys feeling good, happy, healthy, eating good, working out, exercising, taking vitamins, all that stuff?
Well, let's go down the list.
Yeah. What are we taking?
Right?
What pills are we popping every day? Jack, you start.
Let's get this good. Let's get this going. Wow. Okay. Ready to go. Vitamin D3.
Yes.
And super B complex with vitamin C. You know?
Sick. Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, Adam's got B complex too. Nice. And
wait, what's that?
It's a root.
Yeah, it's a root. It's amazing for the immune system, actually. If you get sick and you like with a fever or anything, astragalus should help it a lot.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
I have to write that one down.
Yeah.
Ryan, what do you got? Ryan's gonna pull out like some Molly or something. Ryan's
gonna put out some embarrassing pictures of me from when I'm younger.
While you're looking for that, let me get something. I gotta show you this. Hold on.
Please. Please. This is the house tour interview.
I want to show you my next level pills. I do like
morning and night.
Oh yeah, I do the twice a day. I mean, I've got fish oil, vitamin D3, the rice something.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Do you take vitamins before you go to sleep?
I try, if I forget to, I try to take them a couple of hours before, just in case.
Right, that's what I've been told. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just guessing, but I'm guessing it might affect the sleep if you wait too late. But
right, that's what I've heard too.
Maybe not. I mean, we're all doctors here, so I mean.
Is this a podcast, a health podcast we just started? Yeah. It really feels like it.
That's what it is. It's the unintentional health podcast.
It feels like it, yeah.
With AJR. So wait, Ryan, you said, do you live with your girlfriend or are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just here hanging. And then actually later today, I'm going back and I'm going to be working with Jack on, we're working to transition into something slightly music related. We're,
no, not yet. We're not talking about vitamins.
We're working on our album for this whole year, actually, but we've been working on our next album. And we're kind of at the place where we're like feeling like, okay, this is really sounding like an album. And so we're kind of doing some last tweaks on certain songs, finishing up certain songs. So that's what I'm going over to Jack's to do later.
So between all this 2020 stuff and you guys working on bands, how are your girlfriends dealing with you guys? I mean, is there things that they hate about you, or is there things that you guys driving each other crazy?
There's a lot of things that they hate about us. I mean,
Give
that
me
was
one
correct.
thing. One thing.
My odor, but that's been going on before the pandemic. So that's still continuing.
That's no good.
Yeah.
I wanted to do, we play the hell out of Bang on Myfm, and I'm so happy about that because I feel like, first of all, I feel like we're a little late to the party on that, but that's our format. You know, that's just the way it is. But can I cuss? Fuck, that song is good. It's so good.
Thank you.
It's so good. And it's, you know what it reminds me of, and I might be showing my age here, but it really, my first instinct is Maxwell Silverhammer from, Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's. I don't know if you're familiar with that song, but that's the vibe of it.
I actually don't know that song.
You have to listen to it and you'll go, holy crap, we totally stole this song.
Well, maybe we've heard it before. I guess I just don't know it by name.
Lawyer up, buddy.
Yeah.
No, it's that. Are you pulling it up right now?
Oh, immediately I heard it. Yeah.
That vibe.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of has that same thing that I know, Ryan, you're a believer in every part of the song should be a hook. Everything should be the chorus, and that's kind of what that song is. But it's that total vibe, man. And that song is so fun to play on the radio, not only because I like it, but also because it's so different than everything else. So thank you guys, first of all, for not only that song, but making all this music that is so different than everything else that's on the radio.
Thank you. Thanks for saying that.
That one was funny because we started with pure, like, honestly, we kind of like in private kind of talk about it like a Broadway song, because it really does sound like a Broadway song, and we feel a little bit like we tricked everybody into thinking it was a pop song that belonged on the radio.
Right.
But it really started very Broadway, very dark, boom, jump, and the challenge with this one was, how do we add just enough like trap elements and kind of 2019 2020 sound to make everybody comfortable that, okay, this belongs on the radio, this belongs on my playlist. I'm not listening to a show tunes song from the 70s.
What a balance to have to do. Yeah. And you guys have always done that, I feel like, for a long time anyway, especially mixing multiple instruments that theoretically on paper should not work together. But you guys have just mastered that. And it's so it's so confusingly attractive to listen to.
Everything that Ryan just described, you should know, is coming from the newly announced #4 alternative producer of the year, just announced by Billboard. That is Ryan.
Oh yeah,
over there.
Congrats for doing that.
That's
I'm trying
big.
to figure out what portrait to take for my Billboard photo. I'm thinking like
arrogant. Nah, it doesn't fit you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Flex your muscles.
What's your next option?
And then the caption.
Yeah, that one
is the new first.
What's the what?
You know, the caption's gonna be "4th is the new first" underneath it while you're like this. You know, yeah.
I like that. I like the flex, but the smile. Like, you don't take it serious, but seriously, look what I've been doing. And you know what's weird about Bang as well, and I feel this is kind of a weird thing to say, but hearing it in the Apple commercial, God, I love the instrumental. Can I say that to singers, that I love their instrumental?
Of course. If you had said I like the instrumental better than the real version, then I would have taken offense. But you could say you like the instrumental.
You know what's funny? In our process, I think we spend the least amount of time recording Jack's vocals.
I know. It shows.
No, but literally, we spend a ton of time writing, a ton of time producing. And then, right, Jack, usually what we end up doing is maybe the first or second take. And we're like, okay, we captured the energy, we can move on.
Well, it's honestly because I'm not, I'm not even looking for compliments. I'm not the best singer. I'm not Adele. I'm not a Bruno Mars, or a lot of the people in the industry that are like really take pride in their vocals. I've working on how well I sing has been probably at the bottom of our list of priorities in terms of being a band. We really just haven't worked on it very hard. So that kind of takes, precedent, I think. And then we just get it and I want to kind of just move on.
But that's really, imagine if you went hardcore on vocal lessons and all this stuff. It would just take it away from everything, wouldn't it? And that's not a backhanded compliment, by the way. That's not me saying, yeah, you really suck and you should stay sucking. It's not like that, because honestly, you have such an amazing delivery that it would ruin it.
Thank you. Hey, there's actually a really good chance that that's true. Me and Ryan were talking. It might be kind of like if you're naturally funny and then you like take a comedy class and it's like, okay, now let's start rethinking like what is funny technically. Just don't bother,
Right. It's like it's the karaoke singer that gets up and sings perfectly. It's like just sit down. Right. But it's really fun. Let's just go straight into this thing that we've been talking about on the radio, and we begin away tickets for AJR's One Spectacular Night. And I have to ask this because when I give away the contest on the air, we have copy that we read, and I have to tell what this says is cutting edge laser LED and wire automation technology, movie, Broadway show, concert, interactive, and camp. And I'm thinking, hang on, I know these guys. They're having a laugh. They're going to be sitting on a couch with acoustic guitars.
That would be so mean and such a such a scam. You know?
It's so on brand, right?
And then we're gonna bring out a laser pointer and just kind of like, and like we said lasers, we did it, you know.
Right. But how the hell are you pulling all that stuff? I mean, I've seen the teaser videos and stuff on your Insta, but what is this show? What are people going to see? And I mean,
yeah, all jokes aside, we worked incredibly hard on this show. We like you kind of just gave the whole idea of it, but these virtual concerts are tough because like a year ago, if you had said, oh, a virtual live stream, you would have pictured exactly that, somebody on there.
Well, that's what they were early on as well. It was bands like One Republic and these guys in their, you know, doing in the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah. And we, whenever we go into anything, we think, how can we blow it up? How can we redefine whatever that is? So we really tried to do it with this. We tried to kind of not let you look away. I'm really excited for everybody to see. We've been rehearsing a lot, but when we actually do it live, I think you're going to see it's just like nonstop cool, crazy stunts and Jack getting picked up and walking on lasers and flamingo with cars. It's like, it's kind of like one of those old time vaudeville shows where like everything is going on at once, but like put into the 21st century.
Wow. And yeah, I saw stunts. I'm like, wait, what the hell kind of stunts are we talking?
Some cool stuff.
I'm risking it all.
Are we jumping through fire and all that stuff? Also, it says new songs. First time people hearing these songs completely. Like, there's no songs that anybody is going to be. I mean, as far as you've got new songs worked into the set, you know what I mean, though, right? These are how you are technically releasing the songs.
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay. Does that mean it's a new album, or I mean, because it's funny because some of the comments, your fans, by the way, very loving but very aggressive. I don't know if you go through your comments and stuff. I want to pull this up. I was looking through some. Yeah, it's really kind of funny. Some of the comments on here: is there a new album? Blah blah blah. Knowing these guys, probably not. I mean, it's like, damn.
That's not aggressive. That's just passive aggressive.
It is. It is, but they are so diehard that they want an album. But that's what they're saying. It's nonstop underneath this. You know what's going on with the new album. Blah blah blah. So
I think fans get annoyed at us because we really try to value like quality over quantity. I think a lot of fans are used to like an artist is going to give me a new song every week forever. And we try to work really hard on every single song and therefore, you know, put out an album when it's ready to be put out. But I know fans get impatient, but it's a good problem to have. It means we have fans at all.
Totally. And I think of songs like, you know, Don't Throw Out My Legos and Birthday Party and stuff like that. And as a nerd, I'm dying to see what the screen looks like, your work screen, because there's tons of these edits. It's like, there's no way you can pump out these songs like nonstop without all this hard work. So, So yeah,
I think that would be impossible. It would start to feel like we're like making a gimmick out of ourselves. We wrote a song about Legos and now we're going to write a song about Playmobil. Like, we would like, it wouldn't stop. And I think what we try to work really hard at is that every song sounds different and you can't possibly do that week after week.
Not only every song sounds different, but it feels like every 16 bars sounds different. You're not due for 8 or 16 and then copy and paste for 3.5 minutes. I mean, even if it's just some little atmospheric noise or something in the transition, I mean, you guys are putting time into it. When I say you guys, I mean Ryan, because you're obviously carrying this band.
There he is. Producer Ryan. Now he's in producer mode.
There's the picture.
He just went producer mode full on.
To be fair, I want to be fair. Me and Jack really do produce a lot of the stuff together. I'm not solely producing.
I don't remember him being on that list. I remember it was just.
I'm like 412. I'm way down. I spent hours. Oh, there I am. On the corner of our block over there, you know.
So when you guys were in our building last, it was when The Click was out, and there was such a variety of songs on it. There, he had like the Irish drinking song, the gospel, the song that sounded like it should be playing through the end credits of a song, and it's such a variety. With the new album, is it still a little bit of everything, or is it more focused on one thing?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of everything. I think that's something that we can't not do. It's so funny. Like I got asked the other day, like, do you ever want to put out an album that's like entirely an acoustic, like entirely guitar based, or entirely this, which a lot of musicians do. This is my organ album, or like one emotional feeling. And I just like, there's just no way we could do that. And just even for ourselves, we're just so. It's a mix of insecurity and a feeling to and wanting to really blow people away and, you know, have them not know what's coming next. I feel like when we watch a movie, we really want the next scene we watch to be like, okay, let's start from scratch. What's going on? Who are these characters? What's going to happen? And then scene after that, which is like something like the Coen brothers and, you know, Tarantino do a lot, which are some of our favorite filmmakers. So we're always going to do that because we really just want to surprise people and keep their eyes opening and opening. So
where did you get that from? Like, where does that even come from? Because I compare that musically to people, and again, showing my age, people like Sting and Peter Gabriel, who are even in their chord progressions and melodies, take you to a place where you're not expecting. Like in our minds, we kind of know, if we count the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we kind of know what 7, 8 might be, but they kind of go a different way, and they kind of make you go, whoa, and then you have to rewind it and keep listening to it. And is that
it was, I mean, it was first because we're fans of people like those, you know, those kinds of people that do something. Brian Wilson's a perfect example. You know, the Beach Boys in their later years really kind of blew your mind a little bit. And then I think, you know, it's a difficult thing to just immediately adapt that when you're making music and say, we're going to, you know, blow your mind. I think it takes a lot of practice in order to get used to it. So I guess that we don't literally have it painted on the wall, but Ryan, in our minds, when we're in the studio, it's why not? Basically, is kind of the motto that we have running through our head. Is like, people, there's so much music out there. There's like, why not add this little this sound effect before the chorus? It sounds good, you know, or it doesn't sound bad. It's you know, that's pretty much the thing. So if it actually works with the track and people haven't heard it before, why not put it in? You know, that they're probably going to like that it's new.
How exciting though. There has to, and production wise, Ryan, do you ever get that? Because as a listener, I hear something, I'm like, that's so cool. And I have to keep rewinding it. And I get so excited just listening to it as a fan of music. When you make something with that theory of, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to try it. Why not?
Yeah.
And it works.
It's the most exciting thing in the world. That's why Bang is really, in terms of production, maybe the song I'm most proud of, because it reached such a wide audience, and it's also so weird. Because we have songs on our album, like something like Next Up Forever that starts Neo Theater. There's like old-fashioned 1940s choir and stuff, but it's an album track. You know, it's for our fans, which are now a big group of people, but it's for our fans. But it's such an exciting feeling to make something like Bang that I knew as we were making it. I still know that it doesn't really sound like anything that came before it, and I doubt anybody's going to try to copy it after. To have that be so high on Billboard or whatever on radio and reach so many people, that's so satisfying.
Sure, that's interesting too. Making a song that you're picturing on the radio and then making those album cuts that are for the fans. That's
right. Yeah. And so much of it is like not, and just going off what Ryan said, so much of it is not overthinking it at all. And like, Don't Throw My Legos is the perfect example. When we had come up with the chorus of, oh no, don't throw out my Legos. And we knew that it was about, you know, leaving home. And then it was time for like Ryan always does like a first pass of production. And it was like, he didn't know what to do. And I basically said, or we basically agreed, okay, go into the bedroom and just don't think about moving out or any of that thing. Just try to search random samples and go crazy. And then Ryan was like, hey Jack, come in here and listen to this. And the intro, the ba ba da 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 thing was the first thing he played me. That was the first thing he did. He was like, is this good or not? And I was like, what? I've never heard anything like that before. That's absolutely it. So that came directly from not thinking what the song is, who's going to be listening to it, what that sort of, just thinking, okay, how crazy can I go, period, you know, and then we'll deal with it afterwards.
What a line to cross over, like mentally, the not overthinking something, because I don't know if any of you guys, Adam, maybe just you guys overthink things all the time, and then you finally hit a line where you just kind of get out of your own way. But to something that's going to go out to the public like that, how do you even cross over that? Or are you just never been an overthinker?
I think we all do it when we're little kids and we're building in our room, and like, why not put the blanket over the couch and make a tent? Like, that's how you think when you're a little kid. And at some point, everybody starts learning the rules in school of like, oh, of course you need to get this job and you need to follow this path. And I think artists are maybe the only people in society that never really have to learn that lesson, because they're able to make a living not learning that lesson and reminding everybody what it's like to not live by rules.
I think you're being humble on your mindset on this, because that's something that you don't learn until I think in your 40s. I mean, as I'm 45, and I feel like even 3 or 4 years ago, I just kind of got past that line. But just to know you're there, that's pretty incredible, man.
Yeah, I mean, we overthink in many ways of our life, but in terms of the music specifically, the fans have given us the big thumbs up in terms of our style of music. You know, they keep coming. So it's like, okay, I guess they like when we don't think so hard, you know, let's go with that, you know?
Yeah.
Why would we turn that off?
That's amazing. Is that the fourth member back there?
That is, she never does interviews. She's always way too tired.
Is that, I think their fans are calling for your dog to have an Instagram. Does your dog have an Instagram yet?
She doesn't yet, but one day when I wake up and I'm and I don't think a dog Instagram is a lame thing, I'll
You don't want to add that one more admin rights to your account anyway.
There's too much going on. I can't work in a dog Instagram.
Right. Do you have, by the way, on like your accounts, do you have admin to the band Instagram and your own? And if so, how many times have you accidentally post something on one and had to delete it really quickly?
You know what? This is actually a true story. I think mine got taken away because when I was in high school, a friend, Adam, you remember this story?
Yes.
A friend of mine, I'm not gonna go into what actually was posted, but a friend of mine thought it would be a good idea to, from my phone, post to the band account a very inappropriate message and caption. So I think from then on, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have admin rights.
You can't say what it was?
I was so upset. Actually, I in all honesty, I don't fully remember what it was. I just remember it being not appropriate for
Adam remembers. Come on, Adam.
The band, let alone the internet.
I have no idea. I can't remember.
You guys are such full of crap because you.
I honestly don't. I remember it being very, very not okay. And I ran. It was in school, so I ran out of class and I skipped my next class calling. And at the time, I had an Android phone, like one of the earliest Androids. So it was working at a very slow pace. So like whatever internet browser was trying to delete it, and it would like kept multiplying. It was just like chaotic.
Oh my god, that's great. So remove Jack from admin.
Yeah. So I'm out.
Love it. Cool. I'll let you guys do your thing, man. I'm excited to watch your show. I really like you guys. From the first time that I met you guys, just talking to you, just the way the normalcy in which you lead with. And you're so frank in your music and your choices, and it's very inspiring. And as a guy who plays your song every fucking day, 5 times,
he's officially tired of it.
No, but I'm very, very excited about you guys. I think you guys are great, and much love for popping on.
Thank you so much, man. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
All right, we'll let you guys go. Thanks again.
Bye bye.
Have a good one, man. Bye.
Later.
Bye.